I wanted to tell you about a new comic book that's coming out.
Oh, yeah?
Here's an ad for it. This is the Flight Ring Village flyer to promote Legion of Superheroes #1.
Whoa.
That's coming out soon. It has a little preamble that explains what the Legion of Superheroes is and what happened in 5 years. Shows a picture of the teen Legionnaire founders.
Mm-hmm.
And in the back is just a little bit more text about it.
Nice. It's kind of like a poster.
It's got this great drawing of Legion headquarters. And supposedly this was supposed to be the inside. And this was supposed to be the outside, and this was meant to be the cover, but I guess they all came folded the wrong way, so this is the cover.
Oh, that makes more sense. I was going to say the interior is kind of underwhelming.
Yeah. Well, and like, if you saw this as the beginning, it's sort of like tells the story from the beginning as the three teenagers with the dream, and then you open it and you see the apocalypse has happened or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess I wasn't ever confused and as a kid when I got this.
Well, it still kind of works.
Yeah.
As the cover. The title there in the lower right-hand corner. But does that mean like that wasn't the name? Like that wasn't intended as a title at all? It just happens to be the only writing on the right side. So
the Flight Ring Village part?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that was meant to be the title of anything.
Right. Kind of functions as a title.
Yeah.
Because it ends up being the cover.
Right. It's kind of neat. This is like artwork that didn't show up at all in the actual book.
Mm-hmm.
And they do kind of allude to, in the story, they allude to how they've turned Legion headquarters into like low-cost housing.
Uh-huh.
And this is just, this is before the beginning of the series. So I don't know. It's just it's a part of the story that's, that's a throwaway flyer that most people didn't see.
I don't even recognize it. Is part of it missing? Or did they go through another design like later in the series that I don't remember?
This is the series where it's the floating building. I think there's originally was an L maybe right here on it.
Oh, okay.
They always show it from like this angle, this straight ahead angle, usually when Giffen shows it. But yeah, to me that looks like Legion headquarters. But that's it. Not much to it. I didn't want to read it out loud or anything. But says the future isn't what it used to be. Yeah, this is definitely the back cover of something where it has the DC logo and everything instead of this that doesn't have any information on it at all. Like if you didn't know this was a Legion of Superheroes thing, like if you didn't recognize this as Legion headquarters, you would not know that this was an ad for Legion of Superheroes just by picking it up and looking at the front and back of it.
It's weird. So it's only got color on one side.
Yeah, such as it is, very muted color.
Right.
You barely remember it being in color.
Kind of seems like it would have been a little more effective if it seemed like a before and after or something. Like a picture of the three in front of either the rocket ship or this building, pristine.
Yeah. Instead of just this. Yeah, it's a neat idea for an ad. I like how it ties into the actual comic without being like, or like it's unique to the ad. It still ties into the comic a little bit. But yeah, they could have thought it out a little more, I guess, and done like you said, and showed the old Legion headquarters here or something like that.
Yeah, because unless you're like real steeped in Legion, like that cover, as great as it is, it's not like seeing like the Hall of Justice in shambles or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not like as obvious, like that's not what it's supposed to look like.
Right. Yeah, and this is like a landscape that you can't recognize at all.
Mhm.
Like even aside from like, okay, I don't know what the Legion headquarters is. Like nobody knows what this is. This stuff
Right.
outside of that, it's just this weird grungy looking town.
Hmm.
Yeah, not really actually a good sales pitch, I don't think.
Right.
And I'm sure, like, I don't want to read it now. All this stuff. I bet as a kid I didn't want to read it either. Uh, but I don't know, kind of cool.
Hmm.
I do like he managed to draw them looking youthful. They're still kind of adult musculature here on Lightning Lad, but they don't look like they look like high school football players or something, and not just straight up adults.
Yeah. I kind of wish it had gray tones. Not that it makes sense, but
Gray
like
tones.
to make it look like an old photo. Like that's I've seen other artists do it. I know I've used it several times in color comics. I've done like if I'm showing a character holding a photo, even though it doesn't really make sense, the photo's in black and white, just because that's the only way to really distinguish it from the regular panel.
Yeah, yeah. They used to do. Oh, occasionally there would be like a newspaper headline or something, and they would do it like on that duotone board or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it has like this. It's all kind of hatched and
Right.
looks more irregular than just a line drawing
Right.
and toned out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The future isn't what it used to be. They should have had a character like move into Flight Ring Village. Like Timberwolf, I guess, would be the ideal Legionnaire to live in a grungy apartment building, right? They had other plans for Timberwolf in this
Right.
series.
Right. Polar boys sleeping in the back. Polar boy was probably forcibly ejected from the place when they were turning it into housing.
Oh, yeah, he was the very last one of them,
Right. Right.
All right, that's that. End of video.